protesting outside for great Americans, people that want to come down and they want to protest at the court and they want to protest peacefully. We have more police presence here than anyone's ever seen. For blocks, you can't get near this courthouse. And yet you have nobody up at a college where you have very radical people wanting to rip the colleges down, the universities down. And that's a shame. But it all starts with Joe Biden.
Donald Trump's expectation of hordes of supporters lining up outside of his hush money trial isn't going as planned, as the numbers were anemic during the jury selection, but have gotten even worse once the trial began. And as usual, he blames police barricades and shut down streets. But he forgot that some people have cameras and can show the scene.
Donald Trump said that a lot of people are going to come here to support him. We're going to take a look, see how many people are here. We're expecting there to be a lot of Trump supporters here today.
Just a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
It's a big day.
We are here outside the day 5 of the Trump hush money trial here, and there are twos of supporters here of Donald Trump. 1, 2 supporters here supporting Donald Trump. Big turnout, as we were expecting. As Donald Trump promised, there'd be a lot of
people here to show their support. So 1, 2.
Oh wait, sorry, 3.
3.
That guy's a support too?
Him too. So 3 and
4.
4.
4?
4.
How many are there? 4? 5?
1, 2,
5.
3, 4, 5.
5.
Is that a good compromise though? 5?
Yeah, we need to change our previous statement. There are not just 2 Trump supporters here. Apparently there are 5.
5 Trump supporters.
So it's massive turnout.
Honestly, I see 4, but I'm willing to compromise a little bit on it.
I see the 3, and maybe that is 4. But
Yeah.
I think that guy is. I don't think he's a Trump supporter. He's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
Nothing seems to be going right in real life for Trump, so he continues to come up with fantasy scenarios to feed to followers. Even if there were thousands of people out front, it still doesn't change the facts of the case and the lack of defense against these allegations. MAGA never wants to discuss the facts. There's only redirection. But still, maybe the good liars are lying. They never showed us the shot of the 4 to 5 supporters outside rooting for Trump. But NBC News correspondent Vaughn Hillier did, while pointing out that even though Trump said police shut down the streets for blocks, keeping his protesters away, that there's actually just one Trumper, and the main street out front is open. He even tried to use his family, specifically his son's graduation, as a fake outrage moment against the judge. So they must be in the courtroom standing in solidarity with their father and husband.
We know each other a very long time. How's your family holding up through all this?
Well, look, it's always tough when you can't go to your son's graduation. You know, he's a great student and he's a good boy, and you tell him you can't go to his graduation. This judge, who is a totally conflicted person, by the way, he should not be the judge of this case. He's so that nobody's ever been as conflicted as him, just about. But this judge said that you can't get away from the trial. You know, he's rushing the trial like crazy. Nobody's ever seen a thing go like this. That jury was picked so fast. 95% Democrats. The area is mostly all Democrat. You think of it as just a purely Democrat area. It's a very unfair situation, that I can tell you.
He could at least make up some stories of Melania waiting for him at home with open arms to rescue him from the jaws of the justice system, or Donald Jr. and Eric offering some thoughts and prayers. It's telling that the only mention of his family is about Barron's graduation, but only so that he can try to siphon a little more sympathy for himself based on that lie. Actually, it's pretty sad, but maybe the streets are vacant because everyone's run out of money after buying his sneakers, his Bibles, and his AI trading cards.
The fact that former president, has no family with him, no, friends. He's just got his legal team. I understand he was, he talked about this. He was upset about the lack of proximity of supporters outside the courthouse.
Yeah, so it has been striking that there's no family, because I know that there was some discussion at some point in the last couple of weeks about who would be with him in court. And last week, which was just jury selection, there weren't that many people. Today there was a phalanx of lawyers from his other cases and from the Trump org who showed up in court, but I think it's because they were next door dealing with this New York Attorney General appeal. He is by himself, and when he feels boosted is by his supporters. And so he has been hoping for something of a circus around his trial. But the reality, Anderson, is that only 2 to 3 dozen supporters max over the last week have shown up. And they're positioned to protest / demonstrate / whatever across the street from the courthouse. Trump started trying to suggest on Truth Social that that's why the number's been so small, is that they're all being blocked. But that's not it. It's that people are not showing up.